And we are recording.
Okay, good morning. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Adrianne. And welcome to everyone who's participating in this meeting. The Illinois Soybean Association is delighted that we could partner with this group of people to bring this project to you today. My name is Todd Main. I'm the Director of Market Development. And what I just wanted to say was you guys who are participating in this today are really, really important to the larger issue of how we're going to finally address broadband in the state of Illinois. For too long, people have talked and talked and talked and talked and talked about it. But it hasn't, all that talk hasn't resulted in any solving of problems for rural communities. And this is what we think can be a game changer, because it's going to set you up in a way that you're going to be able to capture the federal resources that are coming to Illinois to help in rural broadband. And so have a great day. We've got a great group of people here, and we're delighted that you could participate. Thank you, Adrianne.
Thank you, Todd. And from Todd's team is the wonderful Deanna Thomas. I'm sorry, the way I've got my screen set up, I can't see you, Deanna, but she's been doing such a great job on getting the communications about the program out and communicating to her farmer leaders in the state of Illinois. So I just want to give her a shout out too.
Good morning. I don't have a webcam this morning.
Anyway, that's Deanna. You all will be working with her across time. You'll be hearing from her. She's going to be presenting with me later on the team. Can I have the next slide, Bill? Or whoever's controlling the slides. There we go. Okay. So many of you who met with us 2 weeks ago did hear many of the slides that we're going to give initially, but I promise there's going to be enough different not to put you all to sleep or go running back for your second cup of coffee. But I do want to give a little bit of background about how we got into this program. And it was we're now in our third year of a relationship with the United Soybean Board, which is a national organization that serves all soy farmers in, I think what I was told yesterday, 32 states. But of course, the biggest soy producers are in the heartland, in the middle of the country, and Illinois is either number 1 or number 2, depending on which year you look at. We did a report for the United Soybean Board looking at how broadband policy at both the federal and state level could help bring broadband to farms and farming communities. And so this report was called The Future of American Farming, Broadband Solutions for the Farm Office, Field, and Community. It addressed important issues like upload speed, which, you know, the feds don't spend a lot of time thinking about that. But all of you who know about anything about farming know that uploading data to the cloud and being able to make real-time decisions is incredibly important. One of the recommendations that we made was working with USB and qualified state soybean boards. I never knew what that was until Todd explained it to me, but the Illinois Soybean Association is one of those QSSBs, and those 32 states all have a similar type of organization. And we recommended that we work with our local, or statewide, I should say, Illinois Soy Association to pull together or combine what we've been doing in Illinois to date, which is community engagement and broadband planning programs, with the interests of farming communities, and really, as Todd said, help you all figure out a way or give you a voice in how those federal and state dollars are going to be spent in both broadband deployment through the BEAD program or through the USDA's Reconnect and the Illinois Connect program. Next slide. There we go. So You all are going to get copies of these slides afterwards, so I don't want to read through the purpose of the program in these 4 bullets, but I do want to read the bolder quote on the left. Our hope for this program is that we're going to provide you all with a strong, measurable rationale. Sorry.
Hang on.
Okay, there we go. For broadband infrastructure investment, this is a tool that has been created by Illinois State University, who you will hear from on the call subsequently. A process to validate and field test this tool that ISU has created in 5 counties, and that's you guys. So of course, we're delighted that you're here. You're going to get a lot of data through this program. Bill will run through that, but the ISU research team's data is just one element along with maps and surveys that you will get to help give you a sense of where what's the state of broadband in your county. This 16-week education and engagement program is really meant to help you do a number of things, which Bill is going to run through today, but ultimately it's really about planning and costing your infrastructure so that you can talk with a broadband, usually do this with a broadband provider, but you will have various partners through this process, and they will help you secure the funds necessary to make the build in your community. So that's the purpose of the program. Next slide, please. And these are our collaborators, funded, as I said, by the United Soybean Board. Our partners in this are Illinois Soybean Association, but you'll see that there are a ton of different people on this slide. Most importantly, the people in Illinois who we've worked with before, the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunities Office of Broadband, the Illinois Innovation Network, which funded that research from ISU. Illinois Extension, you're going to get to know Nancy really well through this process. She's been an amazing partner for us over the course of now 5 community programs we've run. And the Wireless Research Center, which has a funny box around it, but they're going to be helping you with the wireless component. So we'll be looking, as we said, both at wired and wireless strategies. The other person who I just want to quickly introduce on the call is Ann Treacy. Ann is going to be writing a report about this project. And so she will also be somebody you see on the call every week. She'll be popping in and out of your rooms. And she is also going to be engaged with telling your story. Lots of good quotes, lots of things that we'll ask of you. And she's somebody who's worked in broadband for 15+ years, and we really value her collaboration. Next slide, Bill, which I think turns it back to you. Oh, here we go. This is important. So we all have different goals, but the goals align. That's important. We do want to engage agricultural community leadership in this program. Some of you have your local Illinois Farm Bureau representative on the board. If there are farmers on your teams, excellent farm businesses. It's just important to try to have their voice at the table. As I said, we will deliver the advanced survey, speed test, and mapping tools, as well as share this agricultural economic cost benefit analysis from ISU. That's the tool that they're going to deliver. And we're going to create and document through Ann's writing these replicable best practices to do these cohorts in subsequent Illinois communities. This is the conversation we're having with United Soybean right now, is to do more of these. So I hope your experience is good and you can blab to all of your fellow county executives, et cetera, that they should sign up next time for the program. Okay, then I think, Bill, it's your time. There we go. Okay, thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bill Coleman, and I'm a consultant to the Benton Institute for Broadband and Society. I live just north of St. Paul, Minnesota, and have worked on rural community economic development and community broadband planning for my entire career. So I've spent most of my time here in Minnesota, but I've worked in many states, and really excited to be here with all these project partners and with you as community leaders of this initiative. We often, you can see the map here of where our counties are, where you got the central band of Illinois counties in place, and Ogle there is our northern frontier, so we appreciate them as well. Oftentimes in rural communities, we assume that everyone knows each other. And so we're going to spend some time right here. We're going to go into our breakout rooms, and you'll have your little community meeting and make sure that everyone does know each other, and really ask you to provide 3 sources of information. Who's here today from your community? Who else is on your team? And as individuals, share what is your broadband story. And you're going to hear this request for broadband stories throughout this program, because the storytelling is really what helps motivate local elected officials, granting agencies, community volunteers, and so on, to show the need for better broadband and the impact that both a lack of broadband has in a negative sense, and the positive nature of quality broadband, what that brings to a community. So we're going to spend almost, I think, about 20 minutes or so or more. I have to review my agenda here on my timing, but you'll go into breakout rooms, and Nancy will talk a little bit about how to do that if you don't know how. And we'll put a timer on that and give you some minutes notice, but try and get around your room, both in person and virtually. You'll also have a team member from our group that sits in with your team on a weekly basis, and consider them a resource, consider them to be at your service, but not your leader. And so we want your team to drive this. As we've noted, this is a guided self-help program. And so we're there to help, but you're there to lead and do. So with that, Nancy, if you want to have any instructions on the getting into the breakout rooms.
Sure. So I will be putting up these breakout rooms, and you'll see your county name. You should be able to join. There should be a nice blue button that says join. When you look at those, it'll pop up on the screen. However, some of you might have an interface that doesn't quite jive. So there's other ways to get into the breakout room, and we can troubleshoot that. On the lower right hand of your screen, you'll also see there's a little 4-box icon that says breakout rooms that you can also select to be able to join your breakout room, and also leave your breakout room and rejoin the larger room, which is where I will be if you have any trouble. So let's just try this out, because the third option is for me to manually put you in there, so we can do that too. So we'll launch these. And Bill, how long would you like these to be open for?
We have 20 minutes.
Okay. And so I would be pulling you back in after 20 minutes. And so you should be able to see. So some folks are joining.
Yeah, if you scroll down, the counties are listed at the bottom. You can join.
Yeah. And so if you can't see, those breakout rooms, you can use the chat and tell me your county, or you can unmute yourself and tell me your county.